Alright, let's go and get started. Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sharkinbear, and welcome back to the channel, where today we're going to be checking out Gunfire Reborn. And it's been quite a mystery that I actually don't have any videos of this video game here on my channel, because this is actually one of my most favorite FPS roguelites to exist as of now. And I've put quite a bit of time into this ever since it came out in early access back in 2021. I don't know if that was the 1.0 release date, or if that's actually the full, the early access release date. Either way, I've been putting a lot of time into this game, and with the new drop of Season 6, we're going to be checking out the new content here. So if you like this sort of content, you want to see more videos like this here on the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below, and let me know what you think of the gameplay. Also, leave a link down in the description if you want to check out the game for yourself. So what is Gunfire Reborn? I'm not going to read the Steam description. I'm going to go off the cuff here and basically tell you it is an FPS roguelite where you basically play as an anthropomorphic character, and each character has their own abilities to basically work through the game with. You can play this with up to 2 other characters or people if you want to do some matchmaking, or you can play it solo. Each character, or overall, we have a giant talent tree that basically affects everything in the game, from damage to currencies you can get, as well as defense and survival. And then each individual character also has some different talents they can also invest in that'll change the way their character plays as well. Amongst all of that as well, we can even look at the heroes themselves and basically look at these cards right here. They basically have their own little talent trees here. As you play through the game, you'll find scrolls that'll allow you to empower your characters even further on the run they are on. The character we're going to be looking at today is Cang, who is basically going to make you wonder what this game is all about, because even though this game is called Gunfire Reborn, Cang is one guy who can basically punch his way to success, and is the only character, as far as I know, that can basically be played in only third-person mode, if you so decide to choose that route. So yeah, I'm gonna check him out because he's pretty awesome. He can basically turn into a lion version of the Hulk. Pretty awesome. So yeah, let's go ahead and start the run. With the start of Season 6, there is a new mode called Fortune's Roll, which basically says as long as I am in Nightmare difficulty or higher, I believe, we can now invest into this Fortune's Roll. Basically what that means is throughout the game we will find some dice here in a mount, and we can unlock more little synergies with our dice, and that will allow us to empower our character even farther beyond the scrolls we'll find. So we're going to go ahead and start the gameplay. Let's get going. And I'm pretty sure there's a couple of other things I missed along the way, but we'll get along there as we get into it. We always start here in this hub. We start out with this pistol right here, this revolver. This revolver has infinite ammo. It is our fallback whenever we don't have any ammo in any other guns. We have a secondary ability, but for Cang it's a little bit different. Normally he can throw out these grenades right here, and they'll actually tie enemies together and then shell their damage. We also have a shift for our dodge, and we have our E button, which allows us to Hulk out and punch stuff and build up vigor, which allows us to basically spend that on big hitting abilities. Over here, this is a new guy. This is the Fortune Merchant. He allows us to essentially buy dice that we can slot in. At first, we only have 3, but as we go through the other biomes, we will find that we have more. I'm going to try to look to see what we have right here to see if there's anything that we want to actually spend this on. I'm going to go ahead and buy a custom dice pack, and I think I'm actually going to go with the... You can actually pick one that you want, but you might find that later on you can change this. So this is actually going to be a pretty solid one. This is called Skill Boost right here. We can equip, apparently we can equip 2 of these. I did not realize that you could pick 2 of them. We're also going to get Melee Mastery, which actually I don't see Melee Mastery on here. Maybe some of the dice unlock along the way. Oh, there it is. But for now, we're going to go ahead and pick Skill Boost, because of the fact that our melee damage is actually called skill damage in this one. We are going to go ahead and roll this, so we'll just right click it, and we got a 3, so we only do 20% extra damage. As we build up, or if we find more dice, we can choose to essentially re-roll again to see if we can have a greater number of damage come out of this, or we can even recycle it if we so choose. So now that we've done that out of the way, we already got a 20% boost on our damage. We'll go ahead and click this chest, and we'll get 1 of 3 guns randomly. It does not matter for us which one we have, unless there's something on here that says that we will take increased skill damage. I like this tracker gun. Tracker is pretty cool, and we'll go ahead and jump into the first area. As far as like shooting mechanics go, this game is pretty sharp. I really like this. So yeah, we'll come up across a variety of enemies, and I'll just start out here in melee. Looks like we have a little hidden room right there, and I think this gun is pretty cool. There's a whole bunch of different guns in this game. I do believe in total There might be close to like 80 different guns, and up to the tracker's namesake, you can basically track shots. I don't think I can look at all the guns that are in the game, but there's like a whole library of different guns, as well as challenges to complete, so it's just super awesome. We'll go ahead and go into this challenge room, and all we got to do is clear out the enemies here. And of course, if you hit enemies in their weak spot, you will do increased damage. Oh, apparently there's an enemy on there in the end. Okay, he's just hiding. Some of these guys throw something. We can also use our grenade if we so want, and any enemy that's in that zone will share damage. The whole purpose of coming into these challenge rooms is because we'll find chests that will give us some passes we can take, reset cooldown of all skills when you lose over total max HP in a single hit. Or 20% of our max HP. There we go. And we're going to keep on going through. As of right now, I'm just going to go through with my gun just because, you know, why not? Just say that we fired a gun, because eventually there will be a time where we don't do any guns. Ooh, looks like we got the crane chant. I actually really like this weapon. It's basically going to, I don't know what these things are called by default. These are like sideways guitars in China. But you can basically do this. They auto-track the targets. This gun is pretty cool. Most of the guns have a lot of special effects on them themselves. This one kind of auto-tracks 2 enemies. And as we fill that bar out, we'll basically be able to send out like a shockwave attack. And it'll hit enemies through walls, which is pretty nice. So, go ahead and take this chest. And we should get our first scroll here. We got our golden goblet. And let's see. Looks like we can increase the damage of our grenades. More grenade-related stuff, or more stuff for punching. We're going to go ahead and take the punching stuff, because we're going to be doing punching. And then we'll move on to the next zone here. Let's go ahead and use this secondary fire. I want to see that. As you can see right there, we just cleared out all those guys. We did take a hit. That's okay, though. As you can see, we also deal with traps here. I'm going to come here into this room, and it looks like we have not only enemies to deal with, because they will spawn over there. This game has come a long way since last time, or since the beginning of them playing, or building this game. Mostly because of the fact that there didn't used to be traps in this room at all. Let me go ahead and send out my special shot there. And I bet you there's no enemies over here. Oh, there's actually this room actually just used to end right there, but this one's going to extend a little bit further. We got 2 more rooms we got to cover. And luckily for us, I know what I'm doing here. Most of the time. I'm going to go ahead and hit this guy with that one. Should be, might be some enemies up top. I want to hit that guy up there. And as long as we stay out there, just follow this fire in the bottom, we should be good. We can go and escape here. Should be a chest on the other side of this door. And we'll keep on wasting our dashes to get across the way, just because dashes are easy to come back. And these are scrolls. These are other ways to passively increase different things about our character. We don't care about pretty much anything. When not within 12 meters of a monster, gain 1% lucky shot chance. None of these are really particularly good. And they don't really help us. Mostly because we're not going to be doing guns, so I'm going to leave them there. I'm just going to opt not to take those. There's no reason not to take one, I guess, but all those basically have detriment on them, and I don't really care for the detriment. I'm going to go ahead and hit these guys here. I'm going to go ahead and send out my shockwave. Looks like we opened the door there in the back. Should be some enemies right here. And as you'll notice, some enemies will have a blue bar, some enemies will have a yellow bar, some of them will just have a red bar for health. That is because some enemies have like shields and some of them have armor. This game does have status effects. The status effects are lightning, fire, and corrosive. And if you essentially apply 2 status effects at enemies, they can synergize very well and make it to where you cause a different status effect. I believe, I think like if you combine fire and corrosive, that is like an explosion that you cause. If you do lightning and corrosive, that's mind control, where it makes enemies less likely to attack you outright. They maybe actually attack each other. And I believe the fire and lightning is true damage. I might have that backwards on all that, but I think it's something like that. Let's see. After dashing, 40% damage for 40 seconds. Or for 4 seconds, sorry. After quick step, enhancement next basic strike or advanced strike, plus 50%. Vigor recovery from basic strike, and 30% final weapon damage from advanced strike, or plus 1 vigor recovery per second. Recovery effect is plus 100 to 200% after generating 40 to 20 Shadowbind. I'm going to go with Ephemeral Brilliance here. This one really doesn't do me any good again. We're not really going to be using that sort of grenade function there. And let's check downstairs. Sometimes there's hidden rooms or a chest like this one right here. This can get us free items, or it can even basically make it to where we get a curse. But depending on what the curses are, they might be benefiting from the goods. I think... Did I... Actually didn't remember. I didn't read that. I thought I was getting a scroll or something. I think maybe I was just giving money in exchange for my health. Oh well. Oh, let's go back there and get this bun. These buns right here will give us some health back. The little steam bun. That's okay. I don't mind losing some health at all. And we already opened that chest. And we have a blacksmith here. Blacksmiths will essentially do what blacksmiths do. They will allow you to essentially upgrade your weapon that you currently have, as well as re-roll specific features of the weapon. I should be using the grenades for the moment, at least, until I get something new that I actually like. I'm gonna pick up this bow. What did I have? Oh, the crane chant. I've never used this bow. Is this a fast shooting bow? Oh, this is a fast shooting bow. What is the... A lot of these weapons I haven't used before. Resource cap 30. Gain energy when hitting enemies. When energy full, fire tracking arrows. This could be fun. I don't really think there's any reason to level up these weapons, but I am going to go ahead and etch them. Etch them allows them to have a special prefix on them. These are random. And we can also upgrade the weapons if we want. The thing is how we are not going to be messing with weapons for long. I don't see the point. We can recycle weapons that we don't want anymore for additional gold to use for later. Okay, this is pretty sick. Most of the time I don't like bows, because bows are, you gotta charge them and then fire away. Now this time we can spend money on, let's do a luxurious gift box. And this comes with a heavy shield when hit by enemies, 10%, negative 10% movement speed for 10 seconds, 40% chance to immune to all damage, 25% from elite and bosses. I'm gonna go ahead and take heavy shield. That's gonna be really awesome, especially when we get in melee, distance on enemies. Let's go ahead and use that grenade. I can hear a guy. Oh, there's like one right there hovering in front of me. I'm a big dum-dum. Looks like we have a vendor here. The peddler, as they call him. We can buy weapons, we can restock at ammo, we can even buy passives. There's a 33% chance to enhance a weapon by a +1 extra level when enhancing your weapons at a craftsman. I'm gonna go ahead and take that. I'm not sure if it'll ever come in handy, but as you can see, there's a definitely a slew of weapons. That's literally a salamander that breathes fire, which is pretty cool. And no more passives that I care about. Scalpel is actually a very strong weapon in general. I don't know if it still is, but it used to be an amazingly strong weapon. We're gonna go ahead and knock out this challenge room as fast as we can. I want to get away from the guys carrying the boxes, because the guys carrying the boxes, they will explode. We got an elite showing up. I was saving my tracking arrows for this guy. Okay, problem with the guys who have shields, typically, is that they have shields, so they block my damage. If I have a weapon... If I have a weapon that allows me to pierce shields, that's awesome. Alright, we did... Oh, okay. We didn't hit him. I thought we did. The cool thing is if I decided to punch this guy, the old-fashioned punching method, we would actually be able to negate his shield, so maybe I might just do that. You know what? I'm going to do it. Time to Hulk out. And there we go. We got a whole bunch of combo stuff. We're going to go ahead and punch this guy here. Instead of grenade, by the way, we now have... Well, I don't think we need to get defensive stance, so we need to level up to get it first. Now that that guy is out of the way, we can then pick up everything. The cool thing about being in this new rage stance, as they call it, is that it's not on a timer. It's literally based off of your vigor. And that's that meter over to the left. As we do final hits on enemies, that is the combo, the final hit of that. We'll build up additional vigor, and then we can spend that on our right click, which allows us to spend that vigor to do different amount of damage, as well as healing ourselves. If I hit my Q now instead of before, I can heal myself for 20% of my health, and my R button has turned into a ranged attack. So now if I need to hit something far away, I can hold down or press R, and it'll charge up like that. And if I press it again, it'll shoot a beam, allowing me to hit enemies. Rampage time. After entering the stages, 40% primary skill cooldown, plus 40% fire rate, lasts 40 seconds. I guess we'll take that one. We'll come over here to this chest. We'll pick from this one, Foundry Blessing. Foundry hits can defeat normal enemies directly, or 8% to 4% max true HP to elite and bosses. Weapons will cause an additional explosion upon shooting, dealing damage equivalent to 50% weapon damage, or reloading deals current weapon damage. None of these really help us. I'm gonna go with the Foundry Blessing, and that is probably gonna be the biggest thing about Kangju, is that a lot of the stuff that can roll as far as passives doesn't really benefit him. You'll notice that now enemies have these weird shield. That is because we are in that Fortunes mode, and Fortunes mode basically rolls a dice, and then in certain rooms will give us a modifier that we have to contend with. Usually in that instance, for instance, it was that they get shields every once in a while. Looks like we get a dice there. I'm going to use my secondary to heal up just a bit. And let's see, Cloud Momentum. Let's see, 10 seconds combo duration, 25% attack speed for basic attacks, and advanced strike when combo is above 20 or 30 vigor. I'm going to go ahead and get Cloud Momentum there. The one I really want to get, it's in another tree, and essentially increases our vigor cap. And that's going to be really nice to have. I'm going to go ahead and hit these guys here. We're going to use our right click there. You saw that. I just clapped my hands together, and that guy's cheeks got clapped too. I'm going to get out of the way of the fire, though. And we'll keep on moving along. Hostile. Lead monster has a 20% chance to appear in level, and the HP and shield of other monsters will be increased greatly for each living leader. Okay, so there's one right there. And as he comes around the corner, I'm just going to... Boom. He's dead. We need to get out of the... that flame there. We got another dice to drop. Let's see, while airborne does some extra stuff. We're not going to be airborne a lot. That's okay. I'm going to take care of this ranged person over there. I'm going to drop down here. I'm going to do a right click. Boom. Killed that guy with the shield. Looks like there was a weapon drop there. We'll look at it in a second. Not super important. It is a weapon drop after all. Well, we want to pick up a gun in a game where we're punching everything, even though it's called Gunfire Reborn. I don't know, that's silly. I wish that you could you could grab benefits from guns, but it doesn't seem like there is much benefit. I've tried to see, because some weapons will give you elemental properties. If you have them equipped, like sun guns will say, hey, you have fire damage now on this weapon. And I was hoping that maybe that would be translating to like having fists that would be able to basically get fire. That is not the case. Ooh, one of my favorite ones, we got Mountain Guard. This gives us 20 additional HP, 100 additional HP whenever we are in Rage More. For every 120 Vigor cost, next guard stance has no secondary skill use or Vigor cost. So as we spend our cost, our Vigor costs go down, and we can use our heal for free, essentially, which is really nice. Did I not grab it? I didn't. There we go. And the cool thing is, if we actually manage to max out that cost, or that skill, it'll make it to where we essentially get a 100% free. Looks like we have the Fortune Merchant here. We got 2 more skill slots we gotta use. I'm gonna go ahead and take Vital Mastery. It is only of a level 3, which is not great. Actually, we can have 2 of these equipped. No, we can't. It's a 2 equipable. Equipable 2. Maybe it has to be like of a different rarity, because there are differently rarity on these dice. This is a 6-sided dice, and there's some that do make a 20-sided dice. We can actually roll these to see if this is worth anything. None of these are actually worth anything. And I do believe, because of my Recycle Enhance, 50% chance to obtain 4 energy when recalling dice. And I do, or is it say recalling? It does say recalling. Is that the same as recycling? We can recycle, and I don't want any of these. Yep, same thing as recycling. I'm not going to take that. I'm not worried about armor because of the fact that we're not worried about armor at all. Arcane Storm could be pretty good. Ooh. I'm going to go ahead and take this one. I'm going to throw that in there. And I'm actually going to go ahead and select dice. Let's go ahead and go with... Didn't I just... No, we didn't. I'm going to go ahead and go with Vital Mastery. And we're going to roll this. As a 5, so we got 25% additional health now. And if we can go for it again, I'm going to go with Melee Mastery. And this will increase our final damage. Let's see. Did I not take it? There we go. Roll that. We got a 1. Oh, that's unfortunate. But we'll take it. That's still 10% additional damage. So, yeah, there's that. Let's see what this weapon is over here. This weapon is called Money. I'm going to go ahead and recycle that. Oh, we got a challenge room over here. Go ahead and go in here. Because I would like the scrolls. I have not seen this room before. So now, if we... For every 120 vigor that we spend... We're basically going to get some health back. So it would behoove us to spend vigor whenever possible. We don't want to just sit on it. There we go. We finished the room there. And that didn't cost anything for us to get any health back there. And we also have the scroll. Let's see what we got. Fire Enthusiast. When you are in a burning effect, every time dealing fire damage, will recover 20% lost health. Auto destroys after being discarded. Can select 2 curse scrolls to be ineffective. That's really nice if we have corrosive. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Fire Enthusiast. I don't know if there's anything we can do to cause Fire Enthusiast to like trigger, but it would be really nice if we could. Actually, I know exactly what could trigger it. There is another scroll that basically does a fire pulse. So if we can get that fire pulse scroll, that's gonna be awesome. Let's go over here and see. Gained secondary skill capacity increased by double. Gotta take that. We're gonna take the health refresh. And we can also look to get a ranged weapon, which we might very well need one. What is our ranged weapon? Oh, we have the tracker, and we also have the drift shard. I honestly think maybe we'd be better. I'm gonna go ahead and increase this a couple times. We're not gonna increase that a lot. I just want enough to clear some bosses. Some of the bosses are hard to deal with as a melee. We could range hit this guy. It just doesn't do a lot of damage. So we are at the first boss. I'm going to go ahead and leave out of this. And we're just going to focus on shooting this guy in the heart crystal here. He's going to shatter those. This really isn't that big of a fight to worry about. We just got to stay behind cover for this boss. He will throw some rocks at us. We can't shoot the rocks. But honestly, not big of a concern for us. We just got to make sure that we hit him in the old chesticle. I think we did take the Foundry talent earlier. This is probably my fault for not taking any sort of HP upgrades at all. Or gun upgrades earlier. We'll be fine. We're hitting for a lot of critical strikes. Oh, I'm going to take this damage, aren't I? Nope, I'm not. Let's try shooting him with the... I think this is actually working out with the Foundry. Because I think we took the one that does Foundry damage. It does extra damage. I'm gonna go throw a grenade at him. Uh-oh. We got so many rocks running at us, or throwing at us. Oh my god. Probably my fault. Super my fault. But I think this gun is actually really working for us. Alright, he's dead. That's probably going to be the slowest boss we have. I've managed to kill that boss quite fast with other weapons. We got the Thundering Storm here. I don't like it. We got the Porcupine. Don't like it. We got the Golden Bow. Again, not a really big fan of that one. Reasonable luck, 8% lucky shot chance, but total luck shot chance won't exceed 150%. Sure. Let's see what we got here. Cloud Pulse. Vigor Burn is pretty good. 12%. All damage every 10 Vigor costs. Last 6 seconds. Yep, absolutely. A lot of our abilities already cost that, so that's fine. Let me go ahead and go here to the merchant here. Let's see. We got anything nice over here? Consuming a hero skill resource grants a 12 to 24% chance to refund the cost. Chance increases with consumption. Peaked when 90 is spent. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that actually, and we're gonna go ahead and socket this in there. And unfortunately, we don't have a way to reroll that. We can just buy a new melee one. Really though. It looks like we did get some new dice, because this whole bottom row wasn't here earlier. I am going to go ahead and buy another one of these. Let's see if we can roll better. This is actually... Wow. Really? I'm going to spend it again. There's no way we got a 20-sided dice, and it rolled a... This game hates me. Did we really get 2 ones on a 20-sided dice? What are the chances? Is that gonna happen every single time? I got for science. A 6. That's better. What is this one's 10%. This is already up to 20%. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And yeah, we're gonna sell this one over here. That was abysmal. I mean, these have been abysmal rolls either way, but like still, that still helps out a little bit. We could re-roll this one later to see if we can get closer to an 11 to 12%. It turns out that's like a 12-sided dice, not a 20-sided. Alright, we got a well here, and we're now into the second biome. I'm gonna break out our fisticles. I want to get rid of this sniper here. And there is a little bit of tracking when it comes with a melee, which is really nice. Alright, so there's those guys. Oh, we are getting sniped. That's fine. Anything in this room worth checking out? We did drop a enemy with a weapon over there, and there's a blacksmith right there. I am gonna go ahead and basically recycle that one. I don't think there's any reason to use the blacksmith here. Whenever we dash, we do get a little bit of a sprint boost, which is nice. Same boat, so 40% of the damage is shared amongst the enemies. If I remember correctly, we did get that guy up there. Let's go ahead and hit this guy with a rage attack. I don't think that hit as hard as it could have. Mostly because we didn't have a certain amount of rage. Or vigor. Did I see a chest back here? I did not. Okay. We're going to save our dashes. It seems like this guy moves pretty slow, but I think it's just because of the fact of how much he grows whenever he transforms into his rage form. There's a door over there. We're going to fight the enemies up here. There is a melee weapon there. That is a saw blade, essentially. Alright, we'll come up here. Nothing interesting. This essentially allows us to get enemies in face and basically saw them to death. Alright, there we go. Gonna use our heal. Alright, they're dead. Uses again. We got a good amount of healing from all that. There's the peddler down there. Let's go see what the peddler has. Let's see. He's got a brick that we can throw. That's cool. Take some health. 15% damage resistance when your shield armor is not 0. Negative damage resistance when your shield armor is 0. So, not ideal for us since we don't have a shield or armor while we are in our melee stance. Let's go ahead and see what's in this vault over here. Looks like we're going to do some parkour. Oh, these guys move fast. Ouch. I'll take it. I think there's actually a... Oh, okay, never mind. I'll take it. This guy can actually take damage pretty hard. I think there's a chest over here. There is a chest over here. Let's see. I don't think this is worth it. 352 gold for only 18 additional health. We're going to be finding better sources of this. Plus, I'm going to run through all these traps. I don't care about all these traps. Our guy does not give enough. Let's see. Ammo. After dashing, cast a lightning bolt at your previous position. That might actually help us. Weapon damage. No. Thunder step. So now whenever we dash, we should hit enemies with lightning, which is pretty cool. Which direction? Up the hill here. We'll grab the chest. Grab our goblet. Hopefully it is something nice. Let's see, 20% damage to enemies affected by a Shadowbind or Shadowbind. Oh, there we go. Vigor Stride. Plus 60 Vigor cap. We have 30% additional movement whenever Vigor is greater than or equal to 60. Effect lasts 6 seconds after Vigor drops below 60. Plus 30% movement speed when Vigor is greater than less than 60. Effect lasts 6 seconds after Vigor drops below 60. Why is that on there twice? Weird. We're going to take a Vigor Stride. Definitely one of the best passives we can have for Cang. That additional movement speed is awesome. Oh, I see we have somebody up there. We have one of these, we're going to hit him with the range. There he goes. He's dead. We probably shouldn't stand directly in front of that flamethrower thing. Go ahead and use a heal here. Hey, sir, I don't appreciate those words at all. Alright, we can move on, I imagine. Yes, sometimes we go inside this house, though, and there's stuff in here, so... Did they remove the door? No, but I thought that maybe there was, but there is a ramp here. Is there anything inside that is noteworthy? No. Does not look like that's the case at all. Okay, so we'll continue on. This additional movement speed is very, very nice. Hostile Siege. Lead monsters have a 30% chance to appear in the level. Okay, so we need to kill the hostile monster. That is the one that is right there. Sir, I'm going to need you to not do that. Alright. There's another hostile siege monster over there. There you go. The leader's dead. Gotta do that. And it looks like you can see the bar down there, by the way, filling up on under that 14 in the bottom right-hand corner. That basically tells us how much further before we get another stack, being able to get another free heal. There we go. Ooh, we got another dice here. What's this one for? Arcane Storm. That could be pretty good. We'll see. I haven't looked at all of the dice, and I know there's some stuff that I unlocked, but I haven't looked at all of them, like I said. Let's go and use that other heal we have. There's a merchant peddler there. Alright, that tornado, we need to stay away from that, because that does do damage to us. I'm going to go and try to aim at this guy, take him out. Take out that guy before he tries to shotgun blast us. Enemy spawn behind us. Alright, do that. Got a big dude running at us. We clapped that guy dead. Normally, these guys have weak spots you have to hit to in order to do like a majority of the damage with us. But we're able to just straight up negate a lot of that, needing to hit them in specific weak points to kill them. Mostly because of the fact that we can just punch our way to success, which is super awesome. Let's go and visit this merchant peddler. He's got critical hit, corrosion mastery, fire mastery, and restore spirit. What is that? Arcane Storm. 4% primary skill damage taken per hit. I don't know if I really particularly care for any of those. We could try our luck at re-rolling something into something better, but I think we're good for the moment. Inner flow could be good. Matter of fact... Oh, wait, we already have that quick. I don't like that. I mean, I know it's down there, but I wish it would remove it from that bottom of the bottom row if I have them equipped already. This is normal challenge room. We just need to kill everything here. The amount of damage you could do with this is absolutely absurd, by the way. Got our elite showing up. And we just absolutely diddled that elite there. That's a melee weapon. But we don't care about melee weapons. We are a melee weapon. Alright, we got some more scrolls here. Decay driver, don't care. Ascension options are fixed at 2. You have 3 chances to select both ascension options. I don't know what that means. When any enemy, there's a 10% chance to deal 15% of the enemy's current HP as true damage. That sounds amazing, and I feel like that sounds like it's something that works exactly for us, because it doesn't list it having to be gun damage. So hopefully that is the case. Go ahead and hit this chest here. Look at our goblet. What I would really like... Ooh, that's not bad. For every 90 vigor cost, next guard stance has no secondary use. So now it's every 90 vigor instead of ever 120. But we can also increase the amount of damage we do to bosses. Let's go with the mountain guard, so we can heal more regularly. There we go. These guys are dead. Was that the whole room? Wow, we absolutely... Oh, didn't mean to... I don't know what this is. Bone Dragon. I don't like this one. That's a launcher. More of like a rocket launcher, if anything. Go ahead and use one of our stacks of our healing. Embers Rise. When a monster is attacked, 75% damage is converted to Ashen Blood. For elite monsters, Ashen Blood is reduced by 80%. Ashen Blood is basically like an overshield. So you see right there, they got that going on. Let's take care of that sniper there. Really? Oh, that's because the Ashen Blood. Got it. I'm coming for you, bud. Alright, can we get everything up here? I'm going to take out this guy right here. He's going to be annoying. Shooting to the back. Luckily for us, we're doing a pretty good job of dealing with these guys. There you go. Who's left? These weapons are bothering me. Another dice. We got Dash Enhance. After dashing, 35% damage for the next primary skill. It's actually not a bad one. That could be pretty delicious since we like to dash a bit. We got ourselves a Wolf Gaze. I actually think I might equip this over that bow. Just because we probably need something a little bit leveled up, and I bet you that Wolf Gaze is leveled up. It's a +4, yes. It's a little bit more leveled up. Alright, as you can see, I'm just kind of going around using my vigor if I can. Now we gotta build it up. And I did all that so that way I could use some healing here. What do we got here? Laser glove. Ooh, I like this one. I'm gonna go ahead and take that one. We're gonna trash tracker 3. Laser glove is exactly what it sounds like. It's a glove that shoots a laser. Super fun. Oh, there was a portal back here. Oh, we gotta defend this, I believe. Yeah. Alright, luckily for us, these guys are Mostly gonna shoot for a distance, or gonna walk up directly on me. Oh, we cleared that out pretty nice. Get away from my cube. Alright, who shot that? You're dead. Alright, now we got that. Open this chest. Let's see. Deft hand. Shooting won't consume ammo. When dealing skill damage, there's a 15% chance to deal 100% total damage. That sounds awesome. Surprise bonus seems to be a very good thing to have. And time to duck out of here. Alright. Going back up the stairs here. Again, remember, at any point in time, you feel like you need to get out of the melee mode, you are more than happy to do so. There is nothing stopping you from, you know, perhaps feeling like you can get more cover. Gotta take care of that guy. All those guys are dead. Open this up. Got another goblet. Cloud or Soar. Let's see. None of these are good. Can I opt to not take these? Secondary skill, max charges +3. Recovery, 1 secondary skill for every use. You know, I'm gonna not take any of these. I wish there's a way to reroll them. I don't think you can reroll those, but yeah. So we're at the boss for the second biome. Let's see. Nothing to see here. Ammo gets double capacity. We do not care about ammo. Let's see. Don't think there's anything. Yeah, I was trying to look to see if there's anything that gives us skill damage. I've been trying to look for, like, just browse for any word that says skill on any of these weapons. Do not see anything that says such a thing. I was really hoping we'd have, like, a fire-related something there as well. Let's see. Let's go ahead and... Let's see. What does the wolf gaze do again? Hitting on enemies applies a stack of howl. At 3 stacks, triggers to scatter projectiles in surrounding areas, which can apply stacks of veracity. I don't know, veracity. Oh, hitting on enemies applies a stack of veracity. At 6 stacks, triggers higher damage and applies a stack of howl. Okay. I think we're just gonna go with the laser glove. We'll etch something in there. Less reload time, plus it gives us a Gemini slot. Gemini is basically a enchantment that says that if we have an enchantment on this one that matches, they basically get a bonus together. So there's some that say, like, hey, if this was corrosive in this fire, we might get a Gemini that says that both guns share the same elements. So we have a fire corrosive glove. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and swap back into this normal form. I'm gonna go ahead and just burn away at him. Oh, that's right, I forgot. We get health from this guy. Because we have fire enthusiasts, so our fire glove actually works out for us. Oh, I did that the wrong way. We're getting our health back though. Where's he gonna come from? He's coming our way. Let's get out of here. I am just trying to build up our vigor stacks. We're gonna jump over that. He's doing his thing. And we're actually doing a pretty good job on him overall. It's been the last couple times I've been here, it was a different boss. You can have different bosses in certain areas. The first biome has 2 different bosses it could be. The second biome has 2 different bosses. I believe the third biome is pretty much locked in. No, it's not. It's not, actually. Now that I think about it, it's just been a while since I fought the boss there. All right, where's he going next? That way over there. And by the way, you can see that some of the numbers are purple. That is basically the symbol saying that we are doing like a combination damage. So we're something else is affecting him. I think it might be taking corrosive damage as well. I do like the Iron Man Gauntlet. I think this would be a lot. This is going a lot easier since we're playing this. Oh, let's go and activate our melee mode. You know. And we actually just absolutely slapped him. Maybe it would have been better if we would have stayed in the melee mode. That's awesome. I mean, I guess we didn't really use any weapon upgrades for real. Conversion path after using a weapon skill, 40% weapon damage, and 25% skill damage for 10 seconds. After using primary skill, 50% skill damage, and 20% weapon damage. Yeah, you know what? We could do that. That's nice. There's another weapon there for that crane. There's a mortar. We're going to stack this one. Starfly. Okay, this is actually worth taking. We're going to trade off the wolf gaze for this one. I've seen some people say they don't like this weapon because of the fact that the game is too easy with this weapon. Why? Because the Starfly is an auto-attacking weapon. It will automatically lock on to targets and shoot at them. But it is one of the only weapons in the game, as far as I can tell, that does this, as far as like auto-attacking enemies. And I don't know if it's a bug or not, but if you are using Cang, even in his melee form, which cannot use weapons, he can actually still have it fire for him. Let's see what we got here. Stride Meteor. During prime skill, 6% movement speed per 20 meters moved. Okay. Crystal Shield, rapid fire. I don't really care about any of those. Let's see if we can get another version of Vital Mastery. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go with that one. And let's roll it, see what we get. We got a 4. This game hates me. Let's try that again. Final Mastery, equip. Please give me something other, you know, in the 11 to 16 range would be great. Okay. I said 11 to 16. I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna waste this. Having the extra health is really nice. Look, we got 12. That works. This basically, what do we have here for this one? This is only 25%. This one is 50%. So we were effectively doubling our health. And 1% max health per negative 1% damage resistance. That's fine. We'll swap these out right there. And I can go ahead and sell all these, I think. Actually, you know what? Let's roll Arcane Storm, see what it is. That's a 10. 6% primary skill damage taken per hit. I'll go ahead and put that one there. And let's see, anything we can do. We're gonna. I think I may have accidentally trashed one. Yeah, we'll go ahead and equip that. That's fine. Why can't? Oh, I gotta roll it. +1 dash after dash 50% damage for the next primary. Okay, there we go. And we'll head into the next biome. Hit this campfire here and get our full health back. It looks like we're down to 5 vigor. We'll get that back up. We just need to punch some stuff aggressively. But like I said, this gun is going to attack for us, which is really nice as we build up the vigor. We do have to kind of aim in the direction of where that reticle is at. This Starfly is really cool because essentially what it does is if we were in shooting form, you see that blue bar there, if we activated our secondary fire for it, it would empower it and shoot double shots, which is nice. And 20% chance to shoot an additional projectile. That's nice as well. Let's see. I'm going to do that one. Plant spores. On the amount of spores is equivalent to on-hit projectiles and projectiles of the other weapon. When the ammo reaches 30, deals additional weapon damage to target. You know what? They'll share element. We need to get another elemental weapon. Ooh, actually. There we go. Now it's going to do fire damage, and we'll get the healing. Oh, I think that's exactly what that means. So now we have a... we're going to be healed by this. Oh my god. That's awesome. We're ungodly now. We can't afford any of this. I'll go ahead and take the health. Let's see what's in here. Request to re-roll all inscriptions of the selected weapon. I do not care for that. I don't want to lose my inscriptions I currently have. I guess we're just going to have to deal with this guy the old-fashioned way. With punching, since we don't have a lot of vigor to our name yet. We're building it up with him, though. Ooh, we lost sight of what's going on here. Oh, I see. We had more enemies show up around us. That's fine. We'll just punch our way out of it. That's what we do in any scenario. I don't actually see our health going up from Fire Enthusiast now then. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I might be a big dummy. I think one of our abilities actually says that we can't get... Or one of our things here says we can't get any of that. Where is... There's something we have that says we can't get health back. See, health restores and cost effects from sources other than hero skills and... Oh, see. Negative 90% health restore and cost effects from sources other than hero skills and essential skills. Okay, so we could technically get health back. We probably won't. Oh, and I did just remember, one of our ascension powers right here, Arcane Insight, when a total of ascension level is greater than 6, you can have one unactivated ascension to level up by 1 in the hero interface. I would like to do Star Tempest. This now allows us to do a combo attack, which is pretty cool. So if I do like punch, and then hold this down, and then do that, we can now do that. That's pretty awesome. And it had to be something that we don't have skills in already. So I couldn't pick like the guard one, for instance, which could come in handy. I love that attack. It's going to be really good for our vigor building. Let's see. Yeah. Let's go ahead and check out this challenge room over here. Now that we can punch stuff to death. Oh, this box is in the way. Look how awesome that is. All right. And we'll just use our vigor to absolutely destroy that guy. Yeah, we're I think we're pretty much unstoppable at this point. We're going to build up enough vigor to clear all the rooms all the time. Gain immunity to slows and 50%, negative 50% damage from traps. Let's see, we don't care about that one. 22% weapon damage for every 100 copper you currently have. Not good. The snow boots, though, stop us from being slowed. That can be helpful. All right, trying to work our way this way. We need to get to that door over there. Yeah. Super strong. What we got here? Star Tempest. There we go. Rep punches for up to 4 seconds. Each punch deals attack power times 120% damage and restores 3 vigor. There, it goes up to 200% at the final level, so that's nice. And now all we're really missing is to get us our the final part of our guard there. I'm assuming all those guys are in that room there. And we just finish them off with the clapping of the hands. Yeah, no, we're great. We're super strong at this point. More dice. Firepower upgrade that'll increase our fire damage. I don't think I need to worry about guns anymore. I'm pretty sure I can finish the rest of the run on this. Got to do some healing here. Need to kill that shark though. I think we got some guys upstairs up here. There we go. Yeah, absolutely. We are now just an absolute punching machine. There is a fortune peddler upstairs. Mountain guard, there we go. That's what exactly we wanted. We got an additional 400 health for every 90 vigor cost. Next guard stance costs no vigor and 100% HP recovered. Nice. Let's go find this fortune peddler. It's underneath the stairs. Got it. Let's see. You've got expert, elemental expert, 40% elemental effect chance, 10% damage for explosion effect, 10% damage taken for targets with manipulation effect, and 10% trigger rate for miasma. Manipulation, I believe, is corrosive and lightning, and miasma is corrosive and actually, yeah, miasma. What is that one? I can't remember. Maybe lightning and fire is manipulation, and lightning and corrosive is miasma. Okay. Let's see. 30% secondary skill range and targets. There's that. Lucky shot. Not going to be any good for us. Weapon damage. Not any good for us. We could try spending our money on something else. Melee mastery. We could try to go for higher than this. Let's see. Arcane storm. We already have, hey, where's my vital? Did we not get vital earlier? Did I sell it? Or did I just not get lucky with it? Oh, I didn't get lucky with it. That's what it was. 14. Oh, wait, I had this earlier. What? Did I accidentally sell it? Huh. Unusual. I'll also try the skill boost mastery. Let's go try one of those. That was a 16, 120%. Up from 80. Yeah, let's do that. And I'm going to hold on to this vitality. We'll socket that into that last spot right there. That's nice. Going up in our chest up. Oh, we already did. And we're so close to the boss of this area. Which technically is the final boss. Or at least the original final boss, but now they've added on a fourth biome if you decided to go ahead and go that route. I can't move because of these guys. They're locking me down. I don't like what you guys represent. Stopping me in my stead. We're gonna use our... So, the healing normally uses the grenades, by the way. But we get free cast whenever we spend Valor, so... Alright, so that guy... Same boat, okay. Oh, are you not dead? Okay. I thought that had a fuse on it, which means that they're alive a little bit longer. Alright, we got another weapon over here. Might as well look at it and say bye-bye. There we go. Oh, another dice. Extra energy. Did not see what it is. Does not matter. We're still punching our way to success. Yeah, he's got a fuse on it, so we'll leave him alone. It looks like our, whatchamacallit, our, sky, or our other weapon is actually killing enemies for us. I thought the weapon itself was pretty weak, honestly, but apparently I was wrong. It's doing something for sure. You gotta get rid of that shark. Go ahead and heal up a bit here. Oh, let's see. There you go. Start Tempest, getting another big attack boost. We'll go ahead and take that one. We'll go ahead and remove this. And let's see. Nah. Actually, yeah, okay. Fine. We really don't need to do shit. You know what? We'll do it. We're here. Might as well. Go big or go home. Take those guys out. I gotta be honest. I love this Fist of Fury thing. The only thing that I seem to not be able to kill right away are the sharks that run at me. You do have to kill all the enemies. That's the reason why I turned around. There we go. Challenge succeeded. The treasure chest has open. That was fast. What did we get? Third time, unlucky. Nope. That is a waste. That's a blacksmith. We're not gonna worry about that. We are at the boss level. Battler, what do you got? +1 max HP for each enemy you kill within 7 meters. All enemies will be within 7 meters. I think we still get that health. We got it, right? I guess we still level this thing up. And we're on to this boss. Oh, I am not... Oh, yeah, this is the boss I was saying. It's been a while since I've actually seen this boss. I don't even know if I can beat this boss. Alright, where's he going now? Oh, okay. Gotta move out of the way of that. I thought I clearly moved out of the way of that, but I guess not. Oh, I need to jump at that. I see now. Alright, we need to use some vigor here. Alright, jumped over those successfully. Nice, we're learning. Just dash out of that. Get the extra movement. Wait, that didn't... How come I couldn't hurt it? Goes, it is dead. Okay. Gotta get our health back. Let's see, 25% additional elemental damage, but triggering an elemental effect, it will be passed to a random enemy. That's fine. What else we got here? We got the artillery sash. Actually, really like this one as a weapon in general. That's one of the newer weapons I haven't tried. Let's see, nothing else in there that I like. Goblet. Let's see. Don't care. And, I mean, we're already at here. I'm gonna take this one, put that one right there. Yeah, I think we're pretty much done with our dice. I'm not gonna chance anything else. I'm gonna knock out this final biome as quick as we can. I believe it's a little bit shorter. It's only got 3 rounds before we move on to the final boss. Final boss. This area can be kind of weird because it is like a snow level. What is going on with these infinite punches I'm doing? That's pretty cool. Apparently I have infinite punches. I'm not even entirely sure why. Weird. Not upset. Just don't know what happened there. Yeah, it doesn't drain. I'm okay with this. This is actually excellent for us. I don't see my flash star. I don't see it draining, which is kind of crazy. Did I encounter a bug, or is this supposed to happen? An immediately useful question to ask. Can I get you up there, sir? I can get you. There we go. Oh, I can dash and do this. Oh, and because that's technically a dash attack that we're doing this, it does more damage. All right. That was a 167 hit combo. This is awesome. Alright, now that it's got like a UFO up there we need to take care of. If only I could get up there. Can I jump up there? No, unfortunately I can't. What if they hit this a range attack? Alright, so the UFO's gone. That guy's gone. Let's see. This isn't even an element, so that won't work. I'm doing this. Extra vigor, recovery per second. Okay, I don't know why that's the only one offered to me, but I'm okay with that. Yeah, no, the punching's still going on. We're gonna do this for the rest of the run, because it's gonna help clear up. Did he die? I don't even care about the other stuff that we're dropping on the ground. We've done it. I'm gonna let my little doodad kill this on its own. My gun. While I punch stuff. And we're almost out of here already. Dang. I don't know what else to make of this. Because I figured it would be a bug maybe if I stopped punching. It would fix itself, like I wouldn't be able to perform it again, but no, that's not the case. There you go. I was just allowed to freely just absolutely just diddle everything in this area. I'm gonna go ahead and heal a little bit here. I think we're on to the final boss already. Lucky shot chance. When hitting Shadow Bind, 10% extra. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yep, we are absolutely on to the final boss. Crippling Torment. Decrease movement speed for a short time whenever your shield armor breaks. Well, guess what? We don't have whatever that is. Final boss time. Let's get our punches running. Occasionally, this final boss will run over to be shielded by this thing, or being powered by it. Can I break it? Yeah, we did break it. I do not care. Alright, he's moving over there. We'll go ahead and take that thing out. Yeah, we're just doing this thing. Oh, we did get hit by that. I'm gonna actually heal. We need to shield, like, just break him like this. There we go, he's dead. Alright. And we officially beat the final boss. He is now dead. We collect our rewards. I don't actually know why weapons drop here at this point in time. I don't think you can go onto a further map. Maybe there's something to unlock, but that is the run. We can go ahead and go through here, and it shows us our progress going through the nightmare mode. Looks like our highest damage dealt was 430,467 damage. We picked up 15 scrolls, killed 3 elites, got a crap ton of essence, and a whole bunch of seasonal experience points that we can invest in our seasonal tree. You can also purchase new items as well. There's our unlocks. There's our seasonal talents. It looks like we just unlocked Fortune Merchant sells more types of dice plus 1 refresh item. Count lower prices. Nice. I never got to use the fuse. I should have probably tried that one out. That's probably going to have to be something I try out on a future run. And then, oh, it looks like we can try, oh, we can select other seasons and give them a shot. I actually didn't know about that one. And go ahead and claim a reward there for making it to level 20, or level 15 on the Battle Pass. The Battle Passes are free, by the way. These are not something you pay for. That's great. The only thing that you're going to pay for is the DLC to unlock the new characters, but the season itself is new as far as I can tell. It is like a free thing that you can just do. That being said, that was Gunfire Reborn. I'll have another video up here shortly showing off the other character, Yo-Yo. She has a very different playstyle. She uses nature stuff and can basically make little flower turrets, and they're pretty strong overall. So that being said, if you like this sort of content, you want to see more gameplay like this here on the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below. Well, let me know what you think of the build, and if you can tell me why I had infinite punches there at the end, because I would really like to know, because I don't remember seeing anything that basically gave me infinite punches. But yeah, anyways, until next time, you guys take care, and I'll catch you all in my next video. Later.